Hello, everyone. This is Diamond Princess. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Today, we are going to talk about black how black women can maintain a positive image. And as black women, like in society, people think that we are a monolith, and we are not a monolith because there are black women that are classy, that does product themselves while they're in public, and then you have the other black women that are ratchet and ghetto. And unfortunately, these ratchet and ghetto black women get all media attention because that's how the public sees black women, and thinking that we all are like that. But we are going to talk about how black women can maintain a positive image, and here's how black women can maintain a positive image, and how to debunk most of the stereotypes that were put upon us decades ago. So one it, here's one thing that black women can keep a positive image. Have positive attitude. A positive attitude can go a long way. When you're like very positive, outgoing, and very friendly, you tend to meet people that are like that, and people tend to gravitate towards you because you have that outgoing personality, and that people like. People like friendly people, and when they see that you are family, people want to get to know you more, and people want to be around you when you engage with others. And this is how black women can maintain that image when they are very polite and very has a positive outcome, because you want to debunk the stereotypes about black women, that we are rude, we are ratchet, and that we are ghetto, and we don't have mannerisms. It's simply not true. You can debunk all that. And once people see that you are not like the stereotypes that they see in the movies or they see in the hood, they're going to be thinking, oh, she's not like the stereotypes that we see in the media. Because when you have a positive image, like, let's be real, the media does not like it when they see a black woman that is classy, because they don't want that type of image out there. They want to keep that stereotype going, that she is ratchet and ghetto, because that's what people are used to seeing a black woman. Here is another thing that black women can maintain a positive image. It's all about the way you dress. And I'm not saying that you have to dress formal all the time, but you have to dress decent, and not have all your assets out. When when you dress decent and you don't have all your assets out, people tend to take you more seriously. than a woman that has all her assets out and all, and all that stuff. And and it, like, it's like I said, you don't have to wear formal things all the time. You could wear regular jeans and still look decent. It's just that, as black women, with all these stereotypes, going on, and people are being ignorant of how we look and all that stuff. You know, always have a positive image where you looking nice, you are very proper, and you are well spoken. That's one I'm going to talk about too. You are very well spoken. Make sure you use your words very clearly and that people can understand you, and not using the whole ebonics thing, because people, like, when you're in the professional world, you want to act professional. You don't want to go into a public not not having any sense. Because when you talk to people that's on a business level, you want to meet them on their level. Hold on, y'all. Let me ask them to turn this TV down because it's draining me out. Hold on a second. Okay, so you don't want to go out in the business world not knowing how to talk and conduct yourself in that manner. Because everywhere you go, when you step out your house and you leave your neighborhood, you're heading out into the business world. Always look like you're busy. Even if you don't think, even if you're not, act like you are busy and that you are conducting yourself in a business manner. Another way Black women can obtain a good image, and we always talk about this, a lot of Black women talk about this: education. Make education a priority in your life, in your children's life, because that can get you into a better life and a well paying job. And when you perform your job the way you it's meant to be performed, people are going to respect you. When you put all your hard work into the economy and building not only yourself up, but the company that you work for, you're also building them up. And that gives you like a positive status within your company. And also, what's also good is when you either volunteer or when you do internship. Oh my God, these TVs are too damn loud. When you have when you have a positive image within those companies, that can lead up to other companies opening up their doors to you because they see that you have a positive image with another company's recommendation. And that will help you a lot in your everyday lives. When you, and especially when you volunteer, when you do an internship, either through your schools or through a work company. And you may never know, you might get hired too because the company that your internship for, they like the way you are taking the company into that right direction. That is also a good way for a positive image. Black women, stay in school. Stay in school because that will help you a lot. Don't listen to men when they say education is not important. Education is everything. It can get you out of the ghetto. Those degrees will get you a better house in a better neighborhood. Okay, don't listen to these men when they say degrees don't matter, because it does. It helps a lot, especially when you're working at a high paying job, and it's going to look good on your resume. Do a lot of volunteer work. When you do a lot of volunteer work, that also counts as work. Even though you're not paying, the company sees that you have good work ethic. They see that you have put in time to be productive in society. It could be a soup kitchen, it could be a homeless shelter, it could be anything that you can volunteer for. You have to be productive. That gives you a positive image when the job that you are applying to, they see that. They see that you are volunteering in these workplaces, and they see that you put in a lot of hours volunteer. And also write a cover letter. A cover letter, to the job about you and yourself, and thanking them for the opportunity for giving you this position. That also will have them call you because they see that you are reaching out to them for an interview. So it's gonna look good. And the other thing before I get into, the next topic, because I didn't post the next topic on the screen because I have a busy life, but we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. So the next step is get away from people that are no good for you. When you hang around people, when you're trying to grow yourself and do better in life, and you hang around low lives you know that don't want to improve their life, they're staying stagnant and they are comfortable where they are and doing criminal activities, get away from them. That's not a good look for you in society. It's gonna what these people are going to do. They're going to bring you down because they don't mean well for you. They don't care about your image, and that is a big problem. Mm. So it's always important for Black women to keep a positive image when you're out there trying to improve your life and do better for the betterment of you. Those friends you hang around with from your hood, they don't mean you know better. Uh, you know, because a friend that cares about your well being, they will understand that you're trying to do better for yourself. They will be happy for you. A person that is jealous and wants to mean your harm, they're the ones that want to destroy your image. Stay away from those people. They don't mean you any good at all. They want to destroy anything that you stand for because they cannot get to the level that you have reached. So drop these kind of friends. They're no good. Like as women, we gotta pick our friends well. It's okay to make new friends, even if it's from another race. It's okay to make new friends because the friends that you make, they're not going to be jealous of you because they are where you're at. You have to make friends that are on the same level as you. Don't go lower than that. Never go lower than that. Because the people that you think that you're your friends, They're not your friends. So the other topic I was going to mention, I was watching Woman Spheres live last night, and she was talking about how people would, you know, bash her for her religion and her belief in God and whatnot. And that's the problem with Black folks. We don't know when to. If you subscribe to somebody like the Woman's Sphere and they have their religion, let them be. Let them talk about it. It doesn't bother me. Well, of course, it's not going to bother me because I believe in God as well. However, if you feel that the YouTuber that you are following is you know throwing Bible verses at you, or they're trying to get you forcibly to convert to their religion and saying, oh, you're gonna go to hell because you're doing this and that, that's when you unsubscribe from somebody, when they're Bible thumping on you. That's not the love of God. The love of God, because Jesus teaches us, and I know some of my subscribers are probably not religious, but the Bible teaches Christians how to love others, even if people don't love you or you can't stand them. Learn how to love others. You don't have to tolerate them. You don't have to hang around them, but love others, because guess what? Women's fear was white. Jesus did hang around the sinners, and the reason why he hang around the sinners is because he wanted them to know that God loves them and that they can also receive their blessings in heaven. Jesus was on a ministry. He was on a ministry. And for people to, put Christians on a pedestal like that, that's not right. You can't hold ourselves to a higher standards. We're only human beings. We're human beings. We can't perform miracles or, acting like you're holy. If you know somebody that's acting like they're holy and they not rolling like that, they're not rolling with the Holy Spirit, and they're fake, you need to call them out on it. However, we all live in sin. We all live in sin. Nobody can beat sin because we are fighting against flesh and blood, not just the spirit. We're not just fighting the spirit realm, but we're also fighting our own flesh. We're fighting ourselves because we all have urges. Okay, we all do. Sex. Uh, we cheat. We look at people sexually, sexual harassment. Those are all sins. Those are all sins, and we need to recognize that we're sinners. I'm a sinner. I do things that sin, and there's a lot of things I did that was sinful, but I recognize my sins. I haven't been on my Bible journey lately because I've been doing other things, and it but I never lost my essence with God. I never do, but I need to reconnect with him because it's important that you keep your relationship with God, But yeah, like don't give other Black people a hard time just because they're Christian. Not all of us are the same. There's different sectors of Christianity that are out there. Are there more stricter? Are there more, you know, are they unforgiving? Yes. Yes, there is. But not every Christian is like that because we all are different. We all are different. Okay? And we all are not going to be the same. And I understand that black men push, submission in the Bible. It's because they know that black women are religious and they use that against us. But that's why you guys have to study the Bible for yourselves. Study the Bible and turn it against them. Read a chapter in the Bible that said, what does it say about submission other than the man is the head of the woman? Didn't it say that the man God is the head of the man too, and that the man also have to submit? Come on, come on now, men have to submit too. It's not just one sided because the Bible also teaches a man how to provide. When a man is providing, he's submitting to a woman. And these men know this, and this is why they don't want to do it because they feel they don't want to submit to a woman. They don't want to submit to a woman. Be careful with these Hebrew Israelites. Don't engage with them. They are a cult. They don't like black women. They don't like black women. They don't like white men, white women, but they want to claim everybody else black, Hispanics, Indians, and all that. You gotta stay away from these cults. They're no good. They are no good. And the last thing I just want to say real quick, and this is a very important um what was I about to say here? Keep black women, keep your heads in the books. I don't care if you're in school or not, because there's a lot of things out here that is you need to be learned. I'm going to talk about education, in my next video. I'm not going to talk about it in this next video, but you need to, even if you're not going to study to be a lawyer, learn the laws. Learn the laws of this land and everywhere else. Learn the laws because it's very important because people are getting ripped off by these courts because they know people don't know the law. They don't take the time to study the law and the courts get over them. You have to know the law. What are your rights as a citizen? Because we all know that we have a right to appoint an attorney. That's obvious. But what is not obvious is when we deal with the police. You have to know the law when you're dealing with the police because the police know the law. Of course, they know the law because they're in law enforcement. But as regular citizens, we should outsmart these police. When you get pulled over, because I've seen it with people, getting attitudes with the police and they want to talk, all they want to talk down on police and be all upset. And let me tell you something. Not all policemen are the same. Yes, you have nice ones out there that, that been through that before and, cussing and fussing is nothing new to them. But when you dealing with a police officer that don't put up with that crap, you're going to be in for something. So when a police officer pulls you over and he tells you that you were going over the speed limit, and you weren't going on the speed limit, because you were driving. Of course you were driving, but here how you can refute that. You tell the officer, well, officer, well, according to my car meter, or I was driving the speed limit, sir. Or you have to know your rights. Like, go online and uh and learn how to fight tickets. Because we sitting up here, we're paying tickets. Learn how to fight your ticket. Because some cops are full of shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some cops are full of shit, and they will stop you to no reason just because they stopped you, and you can fight a ticket. And let me give another example. A meter. Let's say you put in the meter for 2 hours, and you're just gonna be somewhere for like under that, and you come back and you have a ticket on your car, and your meter says it's only 59 minutes. Your 2 hours are not up. So you can actually, what you do, you take a picture of the meter, you go to court, and you fight that ticket. Don't pay for it. People made mistakes of paying for these damn tickets. You have to know the law, okay? It's always important for people in this country, especially people of color, to know the law, okay? But that's all I have to say in this video. Black women, keep doing what you're doing. Keep that positive energy up, because we are doing a damn thing. Speaking of doing the damn thing, I just got an email from 1 Million Black Women March. They're having another session on the 21st, and it starts 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What I said, my time, Eastern Standard Time. Uh, I can send you. The. I can put the link in the description below if you guys want to register and be a part of the 1 Million Black Women March. The special guest is going to be Stephen Curry. He's going to talk on this. I wish they would have gotten another uh, black female representative, but they can do whatever. I don't know what Stephen Curry has to do with this, but they shouldn't have got Lisa Leslie. But anyways, I can leave it in the description below for the 1 Million Black Women's listening session. And you guys can, register if you want to attend. It's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? So it's very good that we attend this, because we need to keep informed, because you may never know. We might get another 10 million our way, or better yet, we might get more than that. So it's always good to attend these webinars, because they give you a lot of information. Because you guys remember a couple, was it last year? Yeah, it was last year when we got, I think it was in November, when we got 10 mil for Black women in business. If you're a Black woman in business, that's good for you. Very good for you, because we were going through a rough time during quarantine. People were losing their businesses, and it was a very hard time last year. But this year, Black women are killing it, and I'm glad. We see when we have a positive image, it make us look good. People start endorsing us and giving us money, because we are doing good in our community, and we are sending a positive image out there in our community. So we're doing good. We should keep on doing this example for our little girls, and hopefully our little boys will get the message too. We gotta, drill them, to be a man. We have to, unfortunately for the single mothers, you have to teach your boy how to be a man. I know it's not easy, because we're not men, but you're going to have to teach them how to do business. And once they know how to do business, when they grow up, you don't have to worry about them running the streets with these hoodlums. You know, we have to we have to hold our boys accountable just as we hold the girls accountable. That's very important. So this webinar is very, very good for Black women. Very good. Hopefully you guys do attend this webinar. And these are Black women in higher positions in this company, the Goldman Sachs company. These are Black women in higher positions that are talking in these webinars. Okay, and I really want you guys to see this because this is very good information that they are giving us. And I want to stay on top of that. So I will leave the link below for this webinar. So like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a great